Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. Words hurt. It could be that no, Ubani would never say Ntlahla to me because they would never say something to hurt me. They didn't intentionally say something to hurt you.
People say things without realizing that those words already had an effect. So it'll be an insecurity that you already had on your own, but then you're just piling on that person, or people would pile onto that insecurity. Hi guys.
Hello.
My name is Ntlahla.
And my name is Sesona.
And we are similar
but not the same.
So today we are coming to you guys with a conversation, a discussion. We want to talk about the impact words have on us, the impact that negative words specifically have on a person, whether we realize it or not. So we're just gonna dive straight into it.
Yeah, basically. I think, do you know what it is? We've been told for too long that, you know when someone says something mean to you in from pre-primary right through to high school, even in varsity, in adulthood, and you're told someone says something ugly to you, and then we've been taught to come back with sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. Words hurt. I feel like we need to stop covering up the things that actually hurt us as individuals. And you say that, you spew out that line, but it comes back and you sit when you're alone and it eats you up that, hey man, a certain person said a certain thing to me today and I acted cool about it, but now I can't actually do anything about it. And you've acted cool about it, now you've let it go. You haven't actually let it go, but you have no chance for you to confront the situation again. You have no chance for you to go back to the person and be like, hey, actually what you said to me was wrong, because the comeback will most likely be,
why are you only telling me this now?
Exactly.
Why are you only bringing it up now?
Exactly.
It's so long ago. Why do you care? Why does it matter? Get over it.
Yeah, so the truth is that words have a deeper impact on us than what I think all of us would like to admit. Really, most of our insecurities stem from the things that people have said to us. Not actually how you look, but what someone said about how you look. And it could be such a small moment in your life that in that moment it doesn't feel big, but the words are big to you, right? And they have an impact on you in a way that really brings you down and brings down your self-esteem. And I don't know, I'm trying to figure out how as individuals we can actually confront that. I think more than anything we need to identify. We need to identify when a word has impacted us, or when a sentence or a phrase has impacted us, and we need to confront it. Confronting it doesn't necessarily mean confronting the person, but more confronting yourself and being like, okay, it really did hurt me. Why did it hurt me? Is it because it came from a particular person? Is it because of the way they said it? How do I let it go? Because if you cannot confront it, if you cannot accept the fact that it actually hurt you, then you won't actually give yourself a chance to let it go. And that's when you allow words to eat at you and to go at you, which I think has happened to all of us at some point or another. If it could be that no, Ubani would never say Ntlahla to me because they would never say something to hurt me. They didn't intentionally say something to hurt you. Yeah.
To go back on what you said, you said we have to sometimes it's the words or the way they said it, or sometimes it's from who it came from. It's the person that it came from that it affected you most. And sometimes we people say things without realizing that those words already had an effect. So it'll be an insecurity that you already had on your own, but then you're just piling on. That person or people would pile onto that insecurity. They're just like rubbing it deeper in, and like then it makes it harder for you to actually fix or address your insecurities, because it's been shoved into you enough times for you to just normalize it, actually. Because I know that's what I did with my insecurity. In my mind, I thought I was telling myself that oh no, it's okay, I'm not, nothing affects me, I don't need to be pretty, it's okay, I don't need to look like my sister, it's fine. Because that was like low-key my insecurity. And I know my one experience of hearing something that just solidified it for me was when I was this guy. Yeah, there's this guy. It's always a guy, guys. It's always a guy. But there's this guy. He who shall not be named. And so he was talking to my friend. Nah. And he told my friend, but because in the moment when I found it, like that time, I didn't think much of it. But now that I think about it, I'm like, that's so messed up. He said, but only reason that he's like with me, well, one of the reasons, I don't know only reason or one of the reasons, but basically a reason that he's with me is because when I grow up and grow older, I'm going to look even more like my sister.
What the
which is like a score for him, because she's still young, so she hasn't, but when she's dying, she's gonna just like her sister. That's my friend came to me, guy friend. He came to me and he was like, Ntlahla. So I was having a conversation.
That's so messed up.
And he said this, and I was like, it felt off. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna act like I was like, oh no, it's okay. No, it felt very off, but I ignored it. I was just like, okay, it's fine, whatever, it's fine. But then, like, ever since that, I just, firstly, I can't stand that guy anymore. Like,
you know who you are.
I can't stand him. But like, when I think about it now, it hurts. It hurted me. And then, like, for the rest of like high school, it was just me like always like reiterating how, no, my sister's the pretty one, and like for like the rest of high school, that's all it was.
You know what's crazy though? I've had guys who I've had a crush on in high school, or I've had not a fling or thing, I never had flings, but like, when you speaking, chatting to guys, I've had those very same guys come to me and ask me, because you're always younger than me, so how old's your sister now? And I was like, what? Yeah, no, how old's your sister now? Like, she's probably grown up. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, it's the reverse. It's the exact same thing. Okay, not the exact same thing, yeah. Because the person to you was closer to you. Yes. So they had a deeper impact. But it's the reverse in that I was like, hey, I a red flag, first of all. But I was like, hi, ew, she's young, she's a kid or whatever. But in my head, I'm like, okay, despite her being a kid, like, even if she weren't a kid, what the hell are you saying? What are you doing? Those things, they impact on insecurities, and they don't eat at you, right? But they pile on top of the things that weigh you down, weigh your insecurities down. I remember as well, just like I'm just trying to highlight how a small chain of things can have a big impact. I also remember a teacher in high school. We were standing in line, and she really didn't do or say this with the intentions of hurting anyone, right? But we were in line and we were talking about how, no, we want to lose weight, and we're kids, we're like in grade 9 or whatever. No, we were in, so as the girls were like, no, we want to lose weight, yeah, and she overhears us, and she really had pure intentions, and she was trying to stop us and be like, you girls are crazy. You guys are tiny. You guys don't need to lose weight. You guys are perfectly fine. And she started off really strong. And then afterwards she went, yeah, but what I can't stand in a girl is stretch marks. And I was like, hey, okay, so I'm not in the group of perfectly fine. She was like, yeah, no, she feels like there's no excuse for someone who is young and fresh to have stretch marks, and she really went on about it. And I remember standing in line thinking, okay, so I'm not overweight, or the other girls are not overweight, but I am because I have stretch marks. And that whole thing of questioning, I felt okay for a moment, and then she said that, and I was like, oh, okay, she wasn't talking about me. She was talking about everyone else. And she really might not have been even a reference. I don't think she would have said that if she had seen my stretch marks at the time and, you know, been wanting to point me out. She really didn't have the intentions of hurting anyone. But she didn't realize what she was saying or the group of people she was saying it to. And you're young and you're impressionable, and you take in you take in things very easily.
That's another thing. A lot of these things, they hit the most when you're youngest, because even my experience, I was pretty young. How was I? I was young. I was young. 14? I think I was 14. But you know, that's really young. Even you, grade 9, that's like 14, 15. I don't know. But you know what I mean? That's young. These things, they come at us when we're our youngest and most impressionable, and then it infiltrates. You plant the seed, and then it stays there and it grows. And then it just stays as weeds in our brains, and we normalize it. That's what annoys me the most, that we normalize these things. We make ourselves believe that it's okay that we feel like this. It is what it is, and you just gotta keep moving. Nothing is gonna change. That's what bothers me the most. And what I want is for people to realize that you don't have to normalize toxicity or bad things in your life. You don't have to be okay with it. You can be upset, and you can want to change it, and you should.
Especially as you've grown older now.
Yes.
As you're growing older, I think my wish to everyone who's currently watching is for you to become more aware. Right? As when you're young, you're not as aware of the things that people say around you. Right? You hear it, and it's only later on that you realize, hey man, Ubani one day, a long time ago, said a certain thing. So when you're older, or as you're growing older, I mean, we're all pretty young, but as you're growing older, I think it's important for us to reflect on the things that are said to us, even if in that moment you don't necessarily, it doesn't penetrate in that moment, and that's fine. But later on, when it does bother you, acknowledge that it bothers you, and then don't let the seed of those words penetrate inside of you. And also the seeds that have been planted from way back, it's time to pull those out. It's time to pull those out. You can't ever erase what has been said to you, but you can try and remedy the feeling associated with what was said to you. And I think as individuals, our message for you guys this week is to weed out the negative words that have been planted in you. Those words, they grow insecurities.
They grow weight.
Self-doubt. And you don't need that extra added weight. You really don't.
Yeah. So I think that's all from us.
It is.
That's all from us. It's our little 2 cents. Feel free to leave your comments and your opinions in the comments. Yeah, feel free to leave your comments and your opinions in the comment section. And yeah, we'll reply, and we can continue this conversation further if you'd like. Just let us know. And we just really want to know what you guys think.
Or actually, did we spark a thought in you? Did we remind you of something that was said to you a while ago that actually possibly impacts you to this day? Let us know. I mean, if you don't necessarily want to share, that's fine too. But I think it's important for us to create an open community and have these conversations. So that's what we're here for. Thank you so much, guys.
Yeah, so that's all from us. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day or night, whatever time of day you're watching this. And we'll see you guys later with another video. Bye.